Hotep brothers and sisters. This video is just going to be a quick supplement on my last video. In my last video, I spoke about manifesting and how there's no limits to what we can achieve and what we can experience in this life. And a question came up. So if this is the case and we can manifest anything that we want, why do bad things exist in the world? Why are there some places that are in such turmoil and chaos? And why do some situations exist that just put us through such hardships? Well, this comes back to the point that all things are possible. And the fact is that we've always been manifesting. Manifesting is just the natural state of who we are. What we put out, what our subconscious assumes as a paradigm, is what will come back to us as a mirror from the outside world. So when people see something that they judge as bad, that goes back into the feedback loop and it comes back out as a manifestation, and things just cycle and cycle. And technically, if you live in a bad space from there, things can get way worse. So what we see will continue to go into our eyes, our ears, our senses, and therefore it will be planted into our subconscious, and from there the same thing will continue to grow and continue to cycle, and we can literally spiral down into states of depression and absolute hardship. Or we can also, conversely, if we're experiencing a good life or things that we judge as happy or beneficial or exciting, we can continue to use that, and that will continue to feed the feedback loop, and we'll just continue manifesting more of that. So what happens is, when we see something that we judge as bad, say there's control or manipulation going on in the world, when we see that and we harp on that, we give that our airtime in our mind, in our inner dialogue, then that's just going to perpetuate, and that's going to go on a cycle. So the trick to this, like I said, is to shut off the physical reality, go within in a meditative state, calm the mind, calm the senses, calm the ego chatter, and cultivate a vision of that which you prefer to experience if what you're seeing in the physical world isn't serving you, if you want to manifest something better. But this is why bad things exist, is because something will happen and we'll judge it. We judge it either as good or bad, and if we judge something as bad, then that automatically plants a seed in the subconscious, and that will manifest more of that. So what we want to do is to focus on what is good. That doesn't mean to ignore what's going on. If something comes up, we have to address it in order to move past it. Otherwise, it's like putting something on the back burner. It's still there. It's still on the stove and it's still cooking, and you don't want it to burn on you. So we've got to be conscientious of what is all around, good and bad. We mustn't judge, but if something comes up that we don't prefer, we must look at it, address it, and we can go into our subconscious. We can go in within a meditative state, in our visualizations, and flip that around. Flip the switch, so to speak, and change the perspective which we're looking at that, and cultivate a new vision. So, for example, if the government is a controlling government and it's taking away your rights, instead of looking at it and saying, oh, this is bad, and fighting, you want to look at it from a perspective of, yes, this is going on, but this is the vision which I want to cultivate and revise it so that you see yourself as free, or you see yourself as expressive, or you see the government as helpful to that which you want to create. So you harmonize a new vision from your subconscious, from your inner vision, and then you can project that outward through the mirror of time-space reality. This is why affirmations are always said in the positive. You don't want to say negative affirmations, because you're actually giving airtime to that which you don't want, rather than focusing on that which you want. This actually parallels to a verse in the Bible where it says, let the weak man say, I am strong. You don't want to say, I am not weak. You want to say, I am strong. Even if you're not, just by saying that, you're going to cultivate that vision and you're going to cultivate that possibility, because all quantum possibilities already exist. But it's up to us what we want to choose. If we say, I'm not weak, we are fighting the aspect of being weak. And by that, we're giving that more power and more airtime and more energy. And we're actually forming a resistance within us that's going to make it a struggle to pursue further and further ahead down the road. So if we just focus on what we want, we can cultivate that which we want, like working out. Even if we're not strong in the beginning, as we work out, we're going to cultivate that strength. We're going to feed that aspect of our experience, and from there it's going to grow, it's going to snowball, and it's going to gain momentum, and one day it's going to be so powerful that nothing is going to be able to stop it. That's why things manifest, good and bad. No matter what, like I said, there's no bars, no limits, and no strings attached. Whatever you want to manifest, you can manifest. So focus on the positive, focus on the good, and let's create a world which we know that we're deserving of. A world that we can live in, a world that is a totally new paradigm where we all get along and we all express ourselves, our talents and our personalities all come together and cohesively and synergistically form a network of individuals that are moving forward with a vision of peace, harmony, love, joy, happiness, and prosperity. That's my message for today, and that's the message on this channel. So if you like it, give this video a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and comment down below, because we're all part of a high vibe community here. We edify each other just by our presence. Even though we don't know each other in person, we know each other on a soul level, and we're connected by the etheric connections radiating from our heart space. So I appreciate you. I thank you for that. The very fact you're listening to this channel means you are riding this wave into this new earth. We are creating this new earth, and we are moving forward. This is the future. This is the future. And we are here, and we are together, and we are stepping up. We are waking up, and we are realizing our potential. So thank you for that. I've got to run, but we are going to continue to make more videos on this channel, because this is the edifying message that the world needs. So Joel's signing out once again. Keep it real. Stay safe. Stay well. Agape. Salam. Namaste. Have an amazing day, my friends, and I'll see you in the next video.